is one of the most talked about celebrities in the world after several trips to rehab. Her comeback is chronicled in the new docu-series called Lindsay. Take a look.
Talk to me. What'd he say?
He was just really sweet and just like, thank you.
You're gonna make me cry.
Okay. No, I mean, everything that we've been talking about, just like accountability and integrity, like I brought that up and I was like, I know that that's what people need to see, and if they don't see that, then I can't, then it doesn't get anywhere, and like changing the conversation in meetings. And he's like, it's just so frustrating because it's like, he says like your name always comes up for every movie because we think you're the most talented actress there is.
Please welcome Lindsay Lohan. First of all, so you started doing this docu-series. We're not calling it a reality show. What's the difference of the docu-series or reality show?
It's not scripted or anything like that, so it's pretty raw. It's very honest, and
it is very honest. There's a lot of the stuff that I've seen is chronicling, and it's just days after your stint in rehab.
Yeah.
And you started shooting this like right afterwards.
Yeah.
And how was that for you? Because
it was like a few days after.
Yeah. And was that? Did you notice a difference, like being more emotional towards the beginning and then clearing up towards the end, or?
Definitely.
Are you done? Have you finished everything? Are you still shooting?
Oh, we're done. No, we're done.
Okay.
Oh, we are done.
Yeah.
For now. I don't know. I mean, it was really scary at first because I didn't expect it to be what it became.
Yeah.
You know, the cameras being there and stuff. And I was like, I wanted to just get back into anything that felt like work mode, just to have a schedule and be on a routine. Mm-hmm. And then it got really overwhelming and strange.
Yeah.
So it was scary, but it was probably one of the, the best things that I've ever allowed myself to do. This is the first time that I'm actually seeing experiences that I had, and they're just right in front of me.
Right.
And it was hard. It was hard kind of getting back into, getting into an apartment, reliving my life, living a sober life, and having the cameras there for all of it. And it was scary. And, there are moments where I was uncomfortable with myself and trying to figure it out. And I wanted to show that because I think there's a lot to be said with, people don't know that people go through this all the time in life. And I've always, that I'm a human being. So I wanted, it to be something that people could relate to.
Did that give you more pressure coming out of, because you've been in rehab a bunch, right? Like 6 times. Is that right? Something like that. So what, and does this, because there's cameras following you, is that what helped you, I think, be healthy? You said you're healthier than you've ever been. Do you think that gave you pressure to stay healthier, or?
No, I think that this was the first time that I was able to, when I went to treatment this time and I went to Cliffside, I really just wanted a moment for myself. Mm-hmm. And I learned a lot of different tools and things that I didn't in the past. In the past, a lot of it, people don't know this, but I was sent to rehab to avoid, them trying to put me in jail. So it wasn't something that I necessarily wanted or was ready for. Mm-hmm. It was something that, it was kind of just going with the motions. Mm-hmm. And this was the first time where I went to Sean Hawley, my lawyer, and said, look, I need some time. I need to figure something out. And it was through kind of, meditation and learning different things and just growing up as well and being like, I'm tired and I want to be working and all these other girls are doing this and I've been doing this my whole life and maybe that's what makes me happy.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do what I have to do to get there again.
Yeah, it's interesting because watching this and seeing you grow up and like how young you were when you had all this fame and attention and you see the box office money that you generated. And it's just, it's a recipe for disaster. I mean, you had so much attention on you and you were so charming and adorable and talented. And then all of a sudden, these eyes are thrust upon you and then you have access to anything in the world. I don't know who doesn't get lost at that age.
Well, I should have listened to my mom when she would say, move back to New York, move back to New York. And that was, making the move back home to where my family is and stuff has made a big difference for me.
Why? What's different about living? Because New York has all the same bars, all the same partying. What's different in New York than LA?
My family's there. My friends that I've grown up with are there. By moving to New York, I can walk on the street and be a human being. Like, I can be normal.
Yeah, but you have paparazzi constantly.
No, I don't.
They stopped?
Not at all.
That was crazy, though.
I've been in LA for 2 weeks, and thank God I'm leaving tomorrow because I'm saying this now, but they have not bothered me at all. It's totally different now. It's strange. I also don't put myself in the same situations. You know, there's nothing left for me in going out to a certain place if I know what it's going to result in. It's just not worth it to me.
Right.
And I do other things. You know, my friends in New York, it's a different creativity. A lot of my friends are musicians, or, you know, my brother and I are working on an app. There's different things that I do.
Good.
I think it's also just time.
Yeah. Well, well, let's take a break. We'll talk more with Lindsay after this. Are you still boxing?
No, not really. I don't have as much anger anymore, I think.
Oh.
I think I've released a lot of that.
This three-quarter length sleeve, this is not an accident. This is like, look, it's like, what, how's there no ring on this finger? This girl is...
All right, we're back with Lindsay Lohan, who has been on a total of, I was told today, 7 times. This is our 11th season, and I don't always remember all the different appearances, and I saw some today, and I was like, I don't even remember that. But there's like, do you remember all 7 appearances?
I remember, well, I just found out that I was on the 2nd season of this.
Yes.
Which is so crazy. And then I sang, and then we did push-ups, and I was wearing a Chanel dress, that I remember.
Yes.
And I beat you.
Yeah, we've done, well, you beat me all the time. You're younger than me, but you...
Hey, that's not an excuse. I still beat you.
It's a really, it's a great excuse. Are you working out like crazy? Because you're working out with somebody on the show.
With AJ, who's here, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, she works, you know, I met her through Oprah, and we actually started doing this class, S Factor, that I used to take, and it's like Pilates, yoga, and pole dancing.
Pole dancing?
Yes.
And are you good
So I was
at
like,
that?
is Owen really gonna let us film this?
Yeah.
It's actually really hard, and it's really good.
I
It's a
know.
2-hour class, and it's a great workout.
And you do that now? All those
Yes.
things?
It's all in one class.
I know. And how often do you do all those things?
I do it a few times a week.
Like 3 times a week?
Yeah.
It's impressive. And you meditate.
Yes.
Don't
that I
act
do
like
every
you
day.
act like it was like nothing. It's impressive.
Thank you.
Pole dancing and Pilates, and are there push-ups involved there? Are you still boxing?
No, not really, which AJ's gonna kill me for.
Because that's fun to do, boxing, because it's very mental also, that you have to remember all the different...
I don't have as much anger anymore, I think.
Oh.
I think I've released a lot of that.
Really?
There's more peace in my life now.
Do you feel that? Do you feel like that you're not angry anymore?
I don't think, let's not generalize and say that I was an angry person.
You said
I just had
it.
a lot
I
of
didn't
things
say
going
anything.
on, and it was a good release.
I'm repeating what you said.
It was just due to stress, I think, more than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're less stressed.
Yeah.
And so are you dating anyone now?
No.
And I heard that you were on like some kind of dating website, like Tinder or something.
You know what's so funny? My brother went on my Instagram and did that.
He put you on Tinder?
He did it, yeah, on my Instagram. He's
Why?
a girlfriend of like 7 years, so I was like, isn't Nina gonna get mad at you?
And so, would you...
I've never been on Tinder. So yesterday when I was talking to someone that works here, they were like, so I hear that you're on Tinder. I was like, I don't even know how to get on it.
Would you want to do that?
No.
Okay.
I'm okay with
Are you nervous about people meeting you for the wrong reasons? It would be hard to meet guys, and then you have to be very selective for so many reasons, like they're not a good influence, or that, you know, and that they want to be with you and not for attention.
That sounds very exhausting.
Yes. Well, it is. Think about it.
I think it's more, I'm more about... I just want to like work and take care of me right now. I don't really have that. That's not even a thought.
And are you working, or?
Yeah, I'm starting a movie in May.
Good.
With Lionsgate and
Good.
2 great producers, and I'm excited for that. My brother and I have been over 2.5 years now creating this app called Spotted Friend that's about to launch.
What's that?
It's kind of like, it's like Shazam, but for clothing, so.
Good idea. Yes, good idea. Very smart.
So it's just a lot of work stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of lost track of that because when I was here in LA, I got really lonely. And being in New York, being around a lot of friends that are creative and kind of, you know, do different things, I realized how happy I am doing that.
Good. Well, I'm glad. All right, we'll take a break and talk more with Lindsay after this.
God bless the broken road that led me straight to you.
To use me as a human shield in case like a beam fell on him or something. So I'm single. What's up?
the story.
I don't even remember that. That was 10 years ago on the show in season 2, and
I was shaking. I was so scared.
you didn't look like you were scared, and I don't remember you actually ever singing. Did you sing longer than just on my show?
That's great. That's probably why I'm not singing right now.
Well, obviously. But seriously, I mean, did you sing for a while and I just didn't know that?
I didn't really do much promotion for it. I love music. Music's a huge part of my life, just in general. Even when I'm on set, like, I'll listen to songs that kind of, like, help the character or the scene, gets me into... but I was really nervous that day, I remember.
Really? Well, you came off really good.
That was a very emotional song. It was, like, about my dad. Oh, no, I'd just broken up with someone.
Who?
Well...
Do you remember who? No.
Apparently,
I have a
there's
list
so many
people.
of them, guys.
I know. I hear there's a list going around of all
Wilmer,
the...
actually.
Yeah. What,
Yeah.
there's what?
It was Wilmer Valderrama.
It was Wilmer?
It was, yeah.
And did it break your heart? Was that...
I was really upset, yeah. And that song I'd written like the day after. And we were still living together. I sang in his house.
Wow.
Just tortured him, just recording the song so loud in his house.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I was filming Herbie at the same time. There was a lot going on.
Well,
really
you've
busy.
always had a lot going on. That's why this is really, I think it's a really good idea that Oprah had to do this docuseries, because it is following a very talented, very interesting young woman, and you are. And, you know, you got lost along the way, and there's some bad things that you chose to do, and hopefully you're on the right path. And how does Oprah feel about this, and do you talk to her often?
I speak to her almost every day. And she's been so amazing to me. Just, you know, for everything. Even before the show was coming out, I was getting really panicked because I hadn't really heard my name, like, anywhere in so long. And I would turn on the TV, and it was right after the Oscars, so I thought I'd have, like, a minute. Like, I thought it would just kind of distract from the show, which is probably not the thing that they'd want to hear from the network.
Right. But
then I just kept hearing my name, and I started getting really, like, panicked about it. And I just called her, and she was just talking me through it and everything. And she got me really into meditation. She's one of the reasons why that's such a big part of my life. And she's just been a really strong guiding light and force to me as a friend and someone that I admire.
I'm glad. I'm glad that she came into your life, and I'm glad you're listening to her, because she does have good advice.
Yeah.
And you come back anytime.
She's not doing too bad.
Yeah, no, she's not doing too bad.
She's chilling.
Yeah. She's in Hawaii or something right now. Hey,
Yeah, she's not.
So you come back anytime you want, and I will challenge you to that push-up contest.
I thought it'd be funny if I came and we did a pole dancing class and you did it.
Yeah. Right? You did that on purpose.
That's not good.
No,
You knew I was going to do it on purpose.
No. I have a bad back. I can't. Lindsay airs on OWN Sunday nights at 10, and we will be right back. Lindsay Lohan.